Welcome back to the Indestructible Success Small Business course. This is video number 7. We're going to be introducing pillar number 4, emotional skillfulness. Skillfulness with emotion is the hidden factor in indestructible success for small business. I learned this the hard way. I had a tough time as a teen. I hit rock bottom with drugs, and I knew I had to either get busy living or get busy dying. So I decided to work hard, learn about spirituality, and use the techniques of the personal growth and development field to live my dreams. It worked, and I was able to have amazing success in music, dance, theater, travel, adventure. I was literally living my dreams. Then when I had a family, I was still driving myself to succeed. But the harder I worked, the worse my life experiences got. I was earning more than my parents or my grandparents had earned in a year ever. And yet, I had more debt than ever. I was coaching more people than ever, but my marriage was falling apart. The more I tried to force my dreams, the more it kept backfiring. You see, I had this unresolved fear of failure, fear of being worthless that drove me to succeed. And the more I tried to use my life to make me feel important, the more life tried to teach me the lesson that fear of failure, fear of being worthless are just illusions. And what I learned from this is that failure and worthlessness are illusions. I have to see that success and worthy are illusions too. And that what I was really trying to avoid here was the hurt and pain that I would have to feel if I discovered that I was worthless or a failure. So the truth hit me. I had to accept the thing that I feared most. Not intend it, not act on it to make it real, but accept it as if it were real. You see, I was trying to prove that I wasn't a failure, that I wasn't worthless, by making my life look a certain way. And until I found myself deeply in debt, in the middle of divorce, and emotionally devastated, at the very bottom, I literally came face to face with a realization reflected in an article clipping from the life of Ramana Maharshi. It said, "Place your burden at the feet of the Lord of the universe, who accomplishes everything. Remain all the time steadfast in the heart in the transcendental absolute. God knows the past, present, and future, and He will determine the future for you and accomplish the work. What is to be done will be done at the proper time. Don't worry. Abide in your heart and surrender your acts to the divine." I was at the bottom. I was at the lowest point in my adult life. And I realized that I had been driven by an automatic, unconscious avoidance of hurt and pain. I was repelled by what I didn't want rather than compelled and impelled by a vision. Then at that rock bottom, I had to come to terms with the fact that I was a failure. I was worthless. And just like I'm a total success and I'm totally worthy, these were just positions that I adopted. I'm a human being. I have all these parts of myself. And that emotional freedom really is just another way to say I was learning humility. And I learned that when life falls apart, I can open up to a higher power. But why wait for my life to fall apart to open up to this higher power? Clearing fear seems to be both an emotional and a spiritual experience. Understanding this in the mind is one thing, but getting this in the body and in the heart is quite another. Ultimately, what it means on a day-to-day basis is being willing to feel the total spectrum of human feelings. It's about getting clear on why you do what you do. The quickest way to this is to treat people, places, things, and circumstances that upset you as an opportunity to clear yourself emotionally of fear and stuck feelings. I've used a few key processes in my work One of them is the work of Byron Katie. Another one is 4 Gateways Coaching. And a surgical process that I learned from Randy Ferguson and his Love, Courage, and Achievement project called Healing Core Issues. In business, I call this turning fear into fuel. Learning emotional dexterity, hey, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes practice. And I am 100% on the path with you in practicing these things. A simple, powerful resource you can use to create emotional freedom is the work of Byron Katie. And at her website, you can download guidebooks, worksheets, and other resources on how to use the techniques to transform your upsets into opportunities for freedom. I'd be happy to share the 9-step process for turning fear into motivation, so just click at SethBraun.com. A drop click is computer kung fu for getting really cool stuff for free that you can use, like the stuff at SethBraun.com or at Byron Katie's website, which is full of amazing resources. Or you can check out Bill Ferguson and Randy Ferguson's websites, which both have great tools for working with emotions. So today, go to SethBraun.com for the Turning Fear into Motivation PDF, or check out Chapter 1 of Indestructible Success, which has an amazing, deep explanation with examples of how these processes actually work. And if it would help you, you can get that at SethBraun.com. In our next video, you'll begin to dive into some of the specific business skills that you need to develop indestructible success in your business. You're going to get the tools to develop the most important habits, especially for people ages 24 to 42 in the modern world. Handling distraction and overwhelm. In the next video, you're going to see why that's so important and what you can do about it.